Looks pretty good from over here, I think. Even in the rain. Hello everyone and welcome to my Let's Play. My name is Sam and this is Lacelandia. I am coming to you today yet again from Los Angeles. I have been regularly sleeping in my hotel over here in the penthouse, which is easily accessed with a rocket, and then you just fly back on over when you're done. I have been working on this Hall of Fame. Ta-da! It's almost like the stereotypical, I did a little bit of work off camera. I did a little bit of work off camera, guys. It's been about 2 weeks since my last video, I will say that. So I have not been not doing anything. I have been a busy lady. And this is part of what I have been doing more recently. Wow, I don't know what that was. But yes, so this is where I plan to put all the victory motifs from all the Los Angeles competitions that we are going to have before the end of the season. So I'm going to do a wall behind these so they all have a pretty clean slate to start with. I just wanted to get a good exterior and a couple of rooms for the beginning of everything before I actually got into really building out each individual motif. I wanted to reserve this room at the very top here to be able to put in any last minute awards or superlatives, as some people reference those types of awards, where it's like, best queen of the realm, Lace, and, just other types of awards that go along with those types of titles that I can't think of off the top of my head. But we are going to, again, take the interior of each of these and pretty much just like make it terracotta or blank concrete or something wall, so that way it might be a clean slate for everything, because in one of these we'll have, the parkour one. So I think that this is where I'm going to put the parkour motif. We will have a trophy stand or statue, pedestal is the word I believe I'm looking for, that has first, second, and third place. And then we'll have like a scoreboard, and then we will have a tribute to the actual courses that we ran, or that were ran. I did not run any of them. And then I don't know, we'll see what else we have space for, but those are the three things that I was thinking of putting on there: was the pedestal, the scoreboard, and a little thing that shows it was a parkour challenge. And then we're going to have other types of awards throughout the end of the season. So some of them that might be like best builder, and then I might do like a small replica of their build in here, or give coordinates or something else that represents the person that won the award. But then up here, yeah, I was thinking, probably just a statue, a bunch of different statues for all different types of stuff that we could put up here. And I don't think we have to really necessarily change out the background for that. I particularly do like the general, what is that, industrial look that comes along with the stone and brick. Can you hear the mowing? I confirmed that the mowing is no longer an issue, or was not ever an issue. But I'm glad that, audio's been working out with these last couple episodes pretty well. I like watching the rain bounce off it like that. Anyways, so where was I? I was talking about the motifs, And this is the Hall of Fame. We got 4 boxes on the bottom, and then we have one big one on the top. Yes, 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 yes. Piggy approves. Piggy loves to approve my builds. So on the outside, how I came up with the idea, honestly, I don't know. I just looked at the space. I said I need a couple of boxes to put my motifs in. And then I looked at this space over here and I saw that it was in 4 quadrants already. I did have to go through and make sure that they were actually squares. And I keep saying actually, I'm sorry. So I will try to say that less. I'm going to put flowers and other garden materials around these edges, light it up so we don't have these ugly torches everywhere. And sometimes I go into accents and I don't understand why, but we get normal eventually. Hashtag never be normal. So yeah, that's what this is looking like right now. I know it kind of just popped up, but I wanted to go with the flow of inspiration that I had. The first brick I started with was obviously the brick stone. I meant to say the first block I started with was the brick. And I wanted to do the outline in brick because I haven't really built with it that much this season. And I have a lot of it at my base because I accidentally made a whole bunch of it. So I decided to use it. Then I also had a bunch of stone and a little bit of black stone to work with. I don't have any other projects at the moment that are using black stone. I think I heard a skelly bob. Anyways, I wasn't using any other black stone, so I went ahead and decided to use it here. And then I needed a pop of just something else. So I decided to go with the jungle flooring, again, because I just had it. And it happened to go pretty well with it. I did have a choice between spruce and the jungle logs, and I will say that the jungle logs just looked better with the build palette than the spruce did. I feel like the spruce kind of dulled it down a little bit, although I will say I generally go for spruce. That's what all my other builds have. So I'm not knocking it. I just didn't use it for this one. All right. So now that we're done with that, I am going to acknowledge that I did choose a different space than what a commenter had, which was the space over here. And I agree, it would have made sense to put a building here to kind of fill out the city vibe a little bit. However, it did not have the space I needed to do what I wanted to do with this area, and this area already had the pavement kind of built into it. I just had to do very few things to make it primed and ready to go. This would have taken a little bit more work, and it could be that since we are knocking out the projects at a higher rate than I expected for our project board, we may have time to fill this in with something else. I'm thinking we might do a little public park or something I haven't thought of yet, but I do want to put an end cap to these roads or have it curve around and connect to them so you can actually walk around the whole city. And I said actually again, dang it. So you can take you can take the road all the way around town in a true SpongeBob fashion. So that's what I plan on doing with this space instead. So Harlem, I'm sorry I didn't choose your recommended spot, but I think we can both agree that the results are going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine with that. All right, well, I am going to head on over to our base because I have also made some renovations on a couple of projects that were on the board there. I know what you're thinking. How do you have 3 more lights turned on? It's only been 2 weeks. I get it. But listen, I don't really have a life. And last weekend was Easter. So I did have, family responsibilities. But I want to point out one key change that I made. And it really saved me a lot of mental anguish. And if you haven't found it already, I'd be surprised. But we have changed 3 lights, 1, 2, 3, since the last episode. And this one in particular, I am very proud to have fully lit up. And the reason for that is the ability to change your mind. Yes, I know. I said we were going to build King Triton a castle. But I got so hung up on what a castle is and how it's supposed to be on the inside and the outside before realizing that this is Minecraft, guys. Guys, this is Minecraft. You can do whatever you want. You can change your mind. You can start a project and then never finish it, and you don't have to apologize. And you can start a project with one idea and end up having something completely different than what you anticipated. Now, the project that I have now is very similar to what my original idea was. But when I thought about what King Triton meant to me and what kind of king he represented, it wasn't someone who locked themselves away in a castle and kept their lives away from everybody else. Oh, no. This is King Triton, king of the seas. He would never betray his audience, and he would always allow for fair counsel. This is very important, you see. So today, we're going to enter King Triton's council chambers. Yes, so this is this completed. Here we have artifacts with several propaganda signs, because gotta love Mr. Triton, Mr. King, His Highness, all that jazz. And here we have where the common folk can enter and seek counsel with the king. And they wait here in a little queue, and they can look at all the cool artifacts around. And then there's also a sitting area for those who just want to hear and have a say in what's going on, and they just want to, listen in. And then we have the podium. Here's the podium where you would walk up to and you bow and you say, "Your Highness, I don't know how to address you otherwise, but I have concerns about the neighborhood. There's a bunch of, crabs migrating through, and they just destroyed my crops. I don't know." And then, he's got to be like, "Okay, well, I beseech ye into crabdom and killing all of them, and, have at it, Haas." And then he's got his council members up here. He's got 3 of them because, Triton, the council of three. Okay, I hope you get it. If not, you made it too far in the video. So here they can overlook the council and, you know, look at each other and say, I don't know about this guy. He's talking about a bunch of crabs, and, you know, my uncle's a crab, and I don't know if I can deal with this. And then, you know, he's like, you know, King Triton, I need a word. I need a word with you in our chambers. And then they go and they have a meeting, and then this is their private council chambers. Here you go, and you have some more rare earthly items or overland items. And you have your ender chest, you got your honey block, and you got your bay hive and your TNT. And my personal favorite addition to this realm, paintings. This one is done by Salvador Dali, and it's called The Persistence of Memory, but in French. And then obviously you have your council member chairs and King Triton's chair made of prismarine. I was going to say prismastone, but Sam, that's not a thing. Get it together and look at this cool redstone block underwater. Ta-da! So let me know what you think. This is my final idea. I thought King Triton would have this place as his council chambers, and I'm digging it. I'm really, really digging it. I love his little throne here that, you know, they can come up on. I love our little barrier with the, like, it almost looks like a fish tank, you know, because we're underwater. And I love all the propaganda signs, and it's just great. This is great. Oh, and then we also have chairs up here. So we have chairs. As you can tell, I have my normal chairs made out of the stair and sign. I had to think of the words. So, what do you think? Do you like it? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe for more if you really like this. I'm not done yet, though. If you're along for the ride, you saw that there were more lights turned on. And I'm so proud of this. I don't think it really needs much else. And I know I could always add more details. We're getting too close to the end of the season. I did, you know, fix some of the gravel that I grabbed up from over there to make it look a little bit nicer. But yeah, we're finished. It's done. King Triton's council chambers checked off the progress map. Wait, what? Here we have the cactus farm. One of the easiest farms that you can make in Minecraft, in my opinion. And all you really need is string, sand, cactus, fence posts, water, and hoppers, and a chest, or barrel in this case. And then building blocks. So the basic mechanics behind it is the cactus tries to grow, the cactus cannot grow because of the fence post, so cactus pops off, goes into the water below, goes into the hopper, boom, collected by the chest. Done. The hardest part about this is getting enough iron and getting the strings. That's as complicated as it gets, and maybe finding the cactus itself if you don't have any deserts nearby. Oh, we got to witness it. But unfortunately, sometimes they also get destroyed by the cactus itself because they made that a thing in Bedrock, which is super great for efficiency in this cactus farm. But I'm not really looking for efficiency, obviously, with only 9 cactus in the first place. I just wanted something that would kind of be a passive farm. And it is, and it's good. And I think it's very simple and really one of the things that you could do to spruce up your realm, especially if you are, see, it just gets destroyed immediately. Cool. So, yeah, maybe we come up with a different design next season or make it a bigger, more spacious. So that way it doesn't only have one way to go, which is into the cactus block. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up this part here. Just wanted to show you what the cactus farm looks like because it is done and automated, even though it isn't very efficient. It is doing some work. I have 2 cactus that I did not grab by hand, and anything is better than nothing. So, I'm not looking for efficiency. I just wanted to try to do something for the first time ever in my life. And I did successfully, even if it's not very efficient. Maybe next time I'll do a little bit of a better job. But for now, that's what that's looking like. And I'm not really sure what else to tell you other than to take a screenshot and replicate it, because you don't really need very many instructions for this. You put the sand on top of the string and you put water beneath it all and it flows into where you need it to go. Boom, boom, boom. Done and done. And here we are at my mini game, which has finally been completed. I've decided to call it the Infected Mine. It is a minecart shooting game with targets, and you earn points based on targets. And Turtle's on! We're gonna say hi to Turtle. Hey. Okay, and then we're gonna go in and do the course. I'll call a minecart. We are not going to actually do any shooting today. We are not getting a minecart. Okay, there it is. So anyways, there's a bug visually with the minecarts that make it so way you can't go more than halfway up the side with your cursor before viewing the beautiful inside of the minecart. So let's hit the button and go through the course. We are here in the regular mine area, the top quarry, as it's usually called, I think. You got your workers timing in and out. And of course, all the different types of blocks go from, or target blocks, I should say, they go from green to orange to red. Green, you hit the whole target. Yellow, you hit the middle circle. And the red one, you get the bullseye for. So, you can hit the blocks multiple times to get multiple points. I usually just go for green because my aim is terrible when I'm moving. This level is the entrance to the regular mine, and this was done by a previous realmmate. Got a little bit less laggy without Turtle on for a second. Hopefully I wasn't lagging him out too much while he was on. Then we get into the regular mine. Oh no, it's in the nether. And now we're in the nether tree area. Bam, 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 bam. Usually we'd be shooting here. I guess it does make it more of a challenge since you actually can't see the target block at some point. So here we have the Soul Sand Valley is the final lap. And that's your final chance to get points as we come down the dark tunnel and up into this lovely forest area I've created. The minecart kicks you out and gets recycled into the system. Et voila! We have a completed ride. If you had done the scoring type, you would get your score based on the number of items here. Then you would hit reset and mark your score with a sign on the scoreboard. That's the basic completion of the game. I'm very excited. I'm really glad it's all decorated. having the structure completely done really made a big difference on being able to just get the last bit of details going, and I am very proud of my results, even with the bug, which I hope doesn't go across platform or honestly happen to other people in general, but maybe they'll fix it in the next next update, but who knows. All right, well, that's really gonna do it for me today. It was a lot of work, I will say. Whew, glad to get all those things knocked off the list. But in the meantime, if you did like today's video, hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know how things are going with you. If you have any suggestions on what else we could do before the end of the season, let me know. And you take care, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.